So, welcome today. We are going to talk today not about repertory or materia medica. And I get a lot of your emails and messages on social media about how do we remember the remedy? How do you remember so many different authors? How do we remember so many different people have spoken so many different things about different remedies? How do you remember? So, I wanted to speak to you about what is the main idea behind all of this. So, this is the topic for today, the genius of the remedy. This is very important. The genius. First, we have to understand what is the genius. Genius comes from the word genus, which means the center, the main idea, the main flavor of the remedy. So, Kent has written 50 pages on sulfur. Farrington has written 25 pages on sulfur. Tyler has written 12 pages on sulfur. So many different authors will write different. But what is the crux of it? How to understand the main crux, center. This is what I want to talk to you about and teach you about. This is what actually was done by a great homeopath, Dr. Boger. And he wrote in Boger's Synoptic Key, the strain which runs, ye dhyan se suno, try to understand what he writes. The strain which runs through every pathogenetic symptom complex has been called the genius of the drug. To give this its proper place, the prescription should be the ideal of every prescriber. Let's try to understand step by step. The strain which runs through every pathogenetic symptom complex. What do I mean by that? It means, once Dr. L.M. Khan from Kolkata explained me, he told me that there are many symptoms, isn't it? And symptoms are a little bit like pearls. But the thread that goes through every pearl to make a necklace is the strain, is the genius. He told me this is the center, this is the thread of that which passes through every remedy that you have to, every indication of that remedy that you have to learn. The genius. What is the genius? The center that runs through every symptom. And to give this genius, the center in the prescription, should be every prescriber's main duty. And this is what I want to talk to you. How to know the genius of every remedy. I wish one day we can create a materia medica which explains the genius of every remedy. I don't know if it will happen. If it doesn't happen, 5 years I'll write it. Okay, let's come back to what is genius. Genius was coined by Boger. It is basically a distillation of most important symptoms and pictures of the remedy, the center of the remedy, the essential nature, the essence, the pattern. So, for you, I made a small picture. What is a genius? So, genius consists of different areas. The different areas are location. So the remedy have particular location on certain organs. For example, Cardus marianus has action on liver, isn't it? For example, Mac carb has action on jaw. Plantago has action on ear and teeth. Location. So importance of location. Pace. What is the pace of disease? Calcaria is very slow paced. Carboveg is slow paced. Bacteria is fast paced. General modality. So Russ talks everything is better by continued motion. General traits. Kalibai has small neck. Silica has big head. General traits. Mental state, general mental state. Aurum is typically sad. Sulfur is typically critical. Past history, family history. Recurrent history of cancer in the family. You think only carcinosin. Other remedies, sarsaparilla and tuberculinum. General sensation. For example, throbbing is a very strong sensation of bryonia. Pathological general. Calcarea floor. The main pathological general is destruction of the bone. What pathology it processes? Exciting factor. Strong history of recurrent deaths in the family. Umbra grigia. So these are the different areas. When you understand different areas like this, then you can understand the center, the genius. For example, location. We have remedies acting on nerves, for example, spigelia. Remedies acting on glands, for example, conium. Remedy action on bones. Hekla lava. Pathology type. What pathology does the remedy produce? Malignancy. For example, crotalus horridus, suppuration, degeneration, metastasis, abrotanum. Pace. We need to understand the pace of the disease. No? What is the type? Acute. That's aconite. Acute pace. Slow. Carbons. Relapsing. Nosodes. Tuberculinum, medorinum. Intermittent. China. Gradually developing. Bryonia. Exciting factors. We need to understand exciting factors. For example, vaccination. We think thuja, it could be antimtar, it could be melandrium. Personal family history could be very important. General modalities, I spoke to you about this. Body type. This is also very important to understand genius of the remedy. General sensation. For example, tightness. This is a strong sensation of cactus. Hollow sensation, strong sensation, cocculus. Now let's try to understand the genius of a remedy. Let's take a simple example of calcarea. This is the genius of calcarea. What's in front of you? The genius of calcarea is slow, sluggish, indolent, lethargic, with sweat. Especially action on children and young adults. Even for old people. Body type, obesity. Special action on joints, arthritic, nutrition, bones. Modality, exertion. They cannot take exertion too much. But if you really want to understand genius, there is only one book which has given it. That's Boger. Boger has written about it in detail. And it's written what Kent writes in 15 pages, Boger writes in only 1 or 2 words. So my first suggestion to you is if you want to understand the genius of the remedy, get the book Boger Synoptic or the book Fatak Materia Medica. Let's try to understand. First of all, genius is not one word. Genius could be an expression. It could be more than a word. Let's start with Helleborus. You can see here Helleborus and you can see here what's written by Boger in first line. A dark, dusky remedy, dark face, sooty nostril, dark lips, hands, etc. This shows the main genius of Helleborus. It's a very dark, dusky, so all the discharges will be dark. Pathology will be dark. Even the state of mind will be dark, negative. And even the kind of prognosis will be dark. So this dark, dusky, hell-like state is Helleborus. This is the main genius. Let's see conium. The main genius of conium is irregular action causing progressive debility in old age. This is the main genius. Sternum, you can see here, extreme weakness in chest, in throat, in stomach, in upper arm, in thigh, in jaw. Extreme weakness that runs through and through. Plumbum. Slow insidious paralysis. It's a slow paralysis. It's different to conam. Conam has more faster. Coffee. Over acute mind. This is the genius. You can see over acute. Lacan. Alternation. Alternation of physical symptom. Even alternation of mind symptom. They even are split personalities. One side they are very good, happy, friendly, maternal. Second side malicious, revengeful. Alternation. Zincum. The main genius is fagging of nerves and brains. Iodum. The main genius, active, fast-paced, hardness. You can see here swollen and hard. Dalkamara. The main genius, excessive secretions. So this is just a general idea. You can read the book Synergy in Homeopathy to understand the genius more. And Dr. Sankaran has understood Boger's ideas even better and he has really gone to the next level. So you can read about this and you can write to me about your questions and thoughts. You can subscribe to our channel and you can write to me if you have any thoughts.